listening to some of the debates that another group has done. And here's the problem. There are similarities between these groups, evidently the acceptance of the Apocrypha and stuff like that, but then there are big differences. And it's as hard for me right now to be able to know what the differences between these different groups are as it is for most Christians to look at the Muslims and understand the difference between the Shiites and the Sunnis and the Druze and the Ahmadi and so on and so forth, or for the Muslims to look at us and figure out the difference between a Lutheran and a Baptist. It's tough to figure out exactly where those things are. But one thing I was absolutely convinced of as I listened this morning, as I listened to a section where this, whatever group this was saying that salvation is only for Israel, and that's them. It's not for everybody else. And the only thing I can think of, this is the absolute negation of the gospel of Jesus Christ, as fully as you can have it. As fully as you can have it. The whole point of Romans, Jew and Gentile, one body. This is the mystery revealed. I mean, it's just so plain. And yet to hear these people zealously saying, no.
And what's interesting is that these conversations, these debates that were going on in the first century, which we have entire books like Galatians and like Romans written about these debates, they're still going on today. They're still being brought up within the whatever realm you want to say, Christian realm, Messianic realm, whatever it may be. Okay, so that's basically what I got. Basically, I guess
that's cool because I had not watched any of that interaction, and I was happy to see Dr. White bring it back into the issue of one religion recognizing differences in another religion, and that actually was a nice bookend from our first clips about the Muslim scholar who is attempting, Western Muslim, Princeton-educated scholar. And the reason I preface all that is because that locates him in his, he's not, in Morocco, and, he's actually has a Western. And that's important. We want to it's just like when you read a book. Who wrote the book? Where are they from? What's their education? What faith commitment do they have? Because that's all important information to have when you read or when you listen to the person, because you have to have both those together. We want to try to do a good job of appreciating where they're located, kind of, when they are going to say what their opinion is. But yeah, it's a nice tie back to seeing the bigger issue of religion, definition of terms, and how those terms can get confused, insider against insider or insider outsider.